Hey everybody, so today Debra came over to my house. You guys know Debra. I don't even need to introduce you. She has been on my channel, I think this is your third time. Twice? I don't know. She's always behind the scenes because I'm borrowing her bags. But today we're going to do face off with, which one was it?
Love41 Large Duffel.
And the
JW
Hulme Emerson Satchel. So we're gonna kind of compare those two. And we did a whole video comparing the JW Hulme Emerson Satchel.
And
now
snacks.
We're hungry. So we came into my kitchen. We have cheese. How do you say this? Tamponade? You know that chopped up olives? I went savory. She went sweet. This is a fudged mint brownie. By Hannah. Thank you, Hannah.
Great job, Hannah.
Hannah is the one that has the coral ha on my Instagram account. So she came over last night and brought me brownies.
Because it's her birthday month.
Birthday month. So
my birthday month too.
On the 10th?
19th.
See, that's why we're friends. We met on Facebook through these leather groups. So we were just chatting and I was like, let's push record and put this in the video. Tell me why, Debra, you love the silhouette of the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25?
Speedy 25.
Okay, and I'm gonna have a snack.
We were debating on how to do the Battle of the Satchels, and I was just saying that I think that the satchel is just such a classic. It's a classic silhouette. It's a classic look. And one of the reasons for that is it's Audrey Hepburn and her Speedy 25.
And I have no idea about any of this.
Was going, what? And so I just Googled it. So Audrey Hepburn actually asked Louis Vuitton to make a smaller version of their keep-all. And their keep-all is their travel duffel. So she wanted a smaller handbag size. And of course, if Audrey Hepburn calls, they said, of course. And they made...
What did they say?
They said, may we.
May we.
May we, madam. And so they made the Speedy 25. And so I think that that's where...
That silhouette came
that
from.
Silhouette and that just the classic look. And that's why it's been repeated and brought out in so many different versions.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's Audrey Hepburn.
It's influenced so much design.
It's Audrey Hepburn.
Because I've always liked this silhouette too. And we'll get to the bags. You know us. But we chat. So I was like, okay, I've always liked that design. But where did it start? And she goes, well, Louis Vuitton and Audrey Hepburn. I'm like, but before that. And she goes, no. No. That was the beginning.
Paying for the name. But to me, a lot of it is I'm paying for the name. And yes, some of that name goes back to why I like the silhouette. Because Audrey Hepburn asked them to make it.
She's just...
the quintessential classic.
I know, and I love her movies, and I think she knew she was a big deal, but it still didn't come across like in an unapproachable way. Anyway, she was lovely. And I've always liked the silhouette of the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, but I did not like the material. Because I like leather, I like patina, I like things to kind of have a story while you're using them because it's going to get roughed up. And so I'm always looking for a full leather version of it. And Love41 came out with the large duffel. Well, they came out with the mini duffel, and we're all like, oh, you're so close. Just make it a little bit bigger. Make it bigger. And Suzette, hi Suzette, she came out with the larger version like a year and a half or 2 years later. So I jumped on that. And you hung back. You did not get the large duffel. She, in our other video, explains the full story of why she bought the JW Hulme Emerson Satchel. And so go over there and check that out for that full story. But and now we're going to have a face-off after we finish snacks. So we'll be right back. Hey everybody, so now we're going to compare my Love41 Large Duffel and
the JW Hulme Emerson Satchel.
And, she came over to my house today because we feel like these bags are very similar, as you can tell. And we just kind of want to go neck and neck. Like the comparisons, it's probably going to come down to, I like this one better, and
I like this one better.
And that's what happened in my tote review when we were doing the Whipping Post tote and Love41 Simple tote. Let's start with price. My price is $199. What's your price?
$575. So her
Do you
price.
need my notes?
totally is budget friendly.
Very budget friendly. And that really helped me seal the deal to purchase this. We did talk about this in a full review. Did I mention that yet? There's a full review on her bag that will be posted, and she goes into just the emotions and the reasoning of why she got it, when she got it, and it's really good that you finally got this dream bag.
Right.
But it comes with a bigger price tag.
Definitely can't.
But it has more features, doesn't it? So dimensions, mine is, let me hold it up while I do that. Oh, thank you, thank you. You're gonna have to work on it because I filled it up. So this is 13 by 9.5 by 6.5. It weighs 2.5 pounds. And yours is 12 by 8.75 by 7 in depth. So I calculated the cubic inches, and I'm at 802.75, and you are 735 cubic inches. So this is bigger, even though like I'm not as deep as yours, but yours isn't as tall.
Right.
So if you were wondering.
Mine weighs...
Oh, yours weighs 1.95 pounds.
So this one is lighter.
Yes.
By half a pound.
By half a pound, which is a lot, actually. I mean, if I could ask this to be lighter, I would. And I have it so full today.
She has it jammed.
Very full.
Jammed full.
But let's talk about the strap. Can we?
The strap is what has a lot of people...
Got a lot of people talking. So
people actually requested this video because this is a high price point. This is similar, so people wanted to know which one should I get.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of depends on what you're looking for.
I know.
So,
and I was telling her at the end of the day, she's going to love hers and I'm going to love mine. But now you know the differences and you can make a very educated decision
for yourself.
So the strap, let's talk about yours.
So mine attaches to a D-ring at the side, and it has this additional piece of leather.
Oh yeah.
That is just, to me, kind of a nice detail.
Yeah.
And then the strap is pretty much always out of the way of the handles because it...
And there's your dimensions for your straps. You want to read that
out? So my strap is 27 inches at the shortest and 48 inches at the longest. And it's 3/4 of an inch wide.
Mm-hmm. And it's continuous, which we talked about in her review, but we'll mention
there
it again.
is no tail whatsoever. I can adjust it just with the buckle.
Can you show the buckle to the camera? Flip it over.
So it's just got a continuous buckle. You just move it to however you want it and
that eliminates...
pull it. It eliminates the tail. And it's super easy to do.
So I think that's a more finished look. But let me keep going with my strap. So at the shortest it was 45 inches. At the furthest setting it's 60 inches. It attaches, not a lot of people like this, it attaches on the handle. Well, the discussion on these Facebook groups, which I will link below, where we are all lively chatting every day, was why did they choose to attach it on the D-ring? And the answer is we don't know. People have suggested, why didn't it just work right here? Granted, there is a seam. That could have been a part of the discussion. I purchased this one myself, and I keep the crossbody strap on all the time. And I use it probably once a week, but primarily it's in the crook of my arm. Or I'm just carrying it by the handles. And I only put it on crossbody when it's just a longer shopping trip, a longer day. I'm trying to juggle more things in my hands. And I would also prefer it to be on the sides, but it kind of still just works right here as well. Does that make sense? I do remember Suzette saying something about not having it D-rings here, just so it's like a cleaner silhouette. So when it's removed, it's quite... It doesn't look like there's a missing strap.
Right, where mine,
Does that make sense?
That is definitely a much cleaner look, where this, you can still see that you can't remove this hardware.
Right.
So.
That's just the thought process. We have discussed officially the strap. Are we ready to move on? Yeah, and my strap depth though is 0.75 as well, so it's the same size. Let's move on to handles. So handles are interesting. We were measuring these. For my handles, do you want to see my dimensions here? This is 7 inches apart from here to here. So how much room from here to here is 5.5?
It's about 5.5.
About 5.5.
Depending on how the top of the bag,
yeah, sits. But from here to here,
7.
7. So that's just tons more room with the poofiest coat. You know, whatever
And if
size arm
somebody's
you
super,
have.
super slender, they might be able to get it up on their shoulder.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. Hey, I've been working out. Sorry. Okay, but like my friend who runs marathons, that's like all the way up. But that's kind of nice. So what is your dimensions for handles?
So mine, again, has about a 5.5 inch drop.
So that's the same.
But these are only 5 inches apart. But her handles, these are harder.
Much harder.
These are much more, I mean, I can bend mine really super easy.
No, mine are not bending.
So even though, like, if I just leave them this way and measure, it's about 5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
They're super comfortable and pliable.
But yours can lay on the side of your bag perfectly. Show the silhouette. So like show down the nose like that perfectly. And mine, when you first get them, will have Dumbo ears and they'll stick out. And right now, like if you're looking at the camera.
Well, and yours actually hang below the bag too, where mine do not.
Ooh, they do. Yeah, they do.
So mine is just a cleaner.
But mine have gotten softer. I mean, if you recall, I have a unboxing video on this. And it's very thorough. It's not a full review because it's just my first impression. So let me know if you really, really want like a very detailed, thorough review. But they stick out the ears quite a bit. So now I feel like they're softer. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
No Dumbo
They
ears.
actually lay pretty well.
Okay, what's next?
The interior.
Mine has one pocket. Just one pocket. You can slide behind here all the way down, but this is just one pocket right there, and that's where I keep my cell phone.
And then yours is pigskin lined
my
versus
gosh.
having material.
Yes.
So depending on what you carry in your bags,
Yes.
if you
Pigskin is cleanable. Wipeable?
wipeable,
So that's
and
all
I think
on
it's going to be a
pigskin.
lot more durable.
And pigskin keeps its structure a little bit more for this bag.
Yeah.
So what do you have for
Where
interior?
mine is, what did we say it is? Canvas?
Yeah.
It's a black canvas.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have 3 pockets. So I have 2 slip pockets that are very good size, but they're lined in leather. So you can easily find them.
Just the top part.
Just the top part is, and then a zip pocket.
The canvas wouldn't really be washable. I mean, possibly if you get to it right away.
And maybe that's a good part of the black is the fact that like
No pin
I'm not
marks.
going to see pin marks or what have
Yeah.
you. But you know, I'm not a makeup person. But if I spilled makeup in here, I would definitely see foundation.
I don't put makeup in my bags either. People put makeup in their bags. I'm like, oh my gosh, that loose powder, it's going to go everywhere. Anyway, sorry. Got a little nervous there. Okay, let's talk about exterior. So we have, I have one exterior pocket. And I rarely use it. I maybe once out of 10 uses will put my phone here. But my preference is to just use that interior pocket or my own back pocket. Do you have any exterior pockets?
I have no pockets.
No pockets. I have an expandable zipper right here. So this is a nipple rivet right here. And this will go, I am like fumbling because I'm in the air. Just a second. For the exterior, what kind of zipper do you have?
This is a Riri. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's RIRI. And it is smooth as butter.
That is really nice. And it curves down, so
And
there's
it
no
curves down,
expandable.
so it's not expandable. It's a little bit more of a finished look to me to have it.
Is your mouth as wide as mine? I kind of feel like it is.
Yeah, and I don't have any problem seeing anything in the bag.
Okay.
So, you know, but that's...
And then my zipper is YKK. And I would say it's, I don't know, it goes very fast, but it sounds, doesn't it sound like harsher?
This is it's a smooth zipper. It's not
Doesn't
it's
it
not
suck?
like butter like this one, but that one is a very smooth zipper, and it's a very...
And it has a leather tab, and yours has some nice leather tabs. I really like her leather tabs. They have like this weaving in and out metal part, and mine is just the toggle with a little bit of leather. Well, not a little bit. I mean, that's probably like 2.5 inches. So we, for an exterior, we both don't have feet.
No feet.
No feet. But yours is much more smushy. I guess we can get, we could jump to leather. So mine's Chrome Excel tanned, which is a faster process, if I remember correctly, of how they tan the leather. And mine has a nice velvet nap. I'm not quite sure if you can see this. Let's see. You kind of see those marks I just made. So I have a velvet nap. She has no velvet nap.
No, this is a very smooth.
This has a little more of a sheen. Ours both have wrinkles, but hers is way more smooshy.
It's more moldable. Moldable?
Smooshy is
Smooshy.
the word. No, it's moldable. It's soft.
Malleable.
First day, right?
Yeah, it's been... I mean, it definitely is more soft than when I first got it.
Okay.
Because I've used it.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah, and mine is a month and a half in. I can't say I've used it back to back every day, but it's probably had like 3 weeks hard use, and it is not any smushier. I have no leather no organizer in today, and it's not more smushy, which is fine.
Well, with the pigskin lining, it just
keeps its structure.
So if that's what you want, if you want the, a more structured, I think that's going to hold the structure longer.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it got softer, but I am...
It will get softer.
For speaking about the leather, this tobacco is all I ever want from Saddleback Leather and from Love41. This is what I want every bag to be in. I know they have other versions of like different tobaccos. They've gone to like a peanut butter. Love41 has their, what is that? The Western Cedar.
Western Cedar.
And I like that, but this is the one that I want to give my money for. And so, yeah, that gets me out of bed. And this is a Saddle Heritage.
The Saddle Heritage leather.
And it's beautiful. It doesn't have nap.
It does not have the nap.
But you've seen pictures of it patinaed, and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about hardware. We kind of went into it. I have nickel hardware. You have
brass.
Oh, I think we already did this. You have the
Riri zipper.
I have YKK.
This has the dog leash.
Yeah, and mine is
hardware.
I'll bring them closer. So here we go on just the different hardware. And I don't mind mine, but yours definitely feels significantantly heavier. What do you want me to do?
You could compare the thickness of the straps just for the leather.
Oh,
thickness.
yeah.
So this is single if you want to get down to this end.
Like this?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So let's do this. Let's compare the thickness of these leathers. They're crazy comparable. I think that the pigskin makes mine more rigid. I think because it's Chrome Excel makes it different. Her vegetable tan makes it different. So we're not completely, which one's yours? We're not completely sure this is vegetable tanned instead of Chrome Excel.
Their website doesn't say.
They weren't transparent, but it just doesn't have that variation in color like Chrome Excel does. It really comes down to preference. This is just like the tote. It just comes down to preference. Go ahead.
I think it totally comes down to preference. I wanted the more refined, finished look because I just had that Audrey Hepburn classic look in my head. And so to me, the little touches like the continuous strap, the strap attaching on the sides, and just all the little touches with the hardware and stuff. It just made it where it was like, that's what I want for this bag.
And for that price.
I
mean, you should have expectations for price that you're paying.
Right.
I wanted to point out my strap has the extra tail. when I'm trying this on, we'll talk about where the buckle lies and everything, but she was saying her continuous strap and mine has an extra length to it. Your formal set, is your work formal?
Yes, I'm a CPA. So I go out to clients and
okay,
what have you. I'm
polished, refined. It's part of
that's
business where you want
Right.
to give a certain persona.
Right.
Yeah. And you feel confident wearing that one.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
But
wearing
I would feel confident wearing that one too.
her kind of emotional reasons about liking that bag. I mean, my emotional reasons. I am more of a rugged girl. My first car was a Jeep, and I'm wearing flannel today, and it's a ponytail. So I work from home. I have my own company doing renderings for architects. So I am 90% of my life informal. I do like dressing up. I do have some corporate meetings I run to, and I do switch to a different bag. I use a GG New York Hayden Satchel, and it's gorgeous. I've never done a review on it, but that has the sleek lines. It's navy blue, gold hardware, and I don't think I would walk into a boardroom with this one. But majority of my life isn't that.
Right. So there, yeah, I think it depends on what you're looking for. This one is definitely going to hit the budget more.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you know, I know myself, and I know I do tend to gravitate to more refined bags. And so I knew that this one was going to hit the spots that, well, I would have loved. And I if I had this bag, I would love it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there would be things that I would just be saying, well, I wish it had this and I wish it had that. So I just went ahead and bit the bullet and paid more than twice what you paid. But I got what I wanted.
Almost
out of my
3
bag.
times as much.
Yeah, almost.
Oh.
You have to do that math. Don't do that math.
We're not good at math. And we had to ask.
I'm a CPA.
Oh, wait. Shh.
But
I'll
when it comes to bags, I like to underestimate
Yeah.
to where then it makes
Yeah.
me feel better.
Well, mine's $199, so it's really $100.
Yeah.
See guys, so this is why it's hard to do these comparisons, because it's just like, what are you doing 90% of the time for work? Who are you? Are you possibly just a stay-at-home mom? And so maybe you need something that's rough and rugged and you could care less how many scratches or bruises it gets, because then you should buy a bag like that. Because I love stay-at-home moms, every one of my friend is, but they might hesitate using a really nice bag.
Well, like
on a weekly basis.
I just went to Disney on Ice today.
Mm-hmm.
This bag did not go with me.
Because you're in an arena. And
I was in an arena and kids can spill stuff and what have you. And I actually probably wouldn't have brought this either, but I might have been a little less like, that's not, it add character. Anyway.
And Debra kind of mentioned this in the other video of the review, is just like, you consider switching out of it on just a messier day or a day where you want a crossbody bag. But majority of your life isn't that.
No.
So.
No.
All right, friends, I am 5'5", and I'm trying on both of the bags at the same time at their longest lengths. So this is just hitting the right spot for a 5'5" girl with crossbody. Give or take your height, your weight, this is going to hit you differently, but this is the longest it can go. And this is the longest the large duffel can go, which is significant. Like, nobody's going to wear it this low. So it's an exaggeration, but I did want you to see what that looked like. Let's change this up to shoulder. What do you think? Right? So I'll adjust Debra's really quick. You can keep rolling. I'll just do this. My camera died, and Debra's like, well, why don't you use your cell phone? I'm like, all right, you're a little too smart for me. But I think it's helpful for them to see how fast it takes to adjust something. And this is on the shortest. Let me zip yours up. For shoulder, it's really nice. For 5'5", you can see underneath. Nothing's touching me up here. And let me adjust this one. This is on its shortest. Buckle is landing right here. It is on top of my shoulder. I think that would start to annoy me after a couple minutes, but it's not hurting right now. And so this is on shoulder. It is not really shoulder. That's quite a drop. Right, Debra? You wouldn't think that's shoulder. No.
Nope.
Okay, but that's what it looks like at least. Let's do crook of the arm. Good thing I thought of that. can see, like, if I'm kind of facing you, how much extra room is underneath my arms. That's crook of the arm here. I do prefer to wear it on my left arm, crook of my arm, standing up like this. And Debra said she does crook of the arm, but you said primarily you hold it.
I hold it like that too.
Yeah. I would say when I hold it like this, the strap touches the ground. That's happened a handful of times in the parking lot. I don't really care. My husband kind of says, oh no, your strap's touching. And there you go. I think that's it, guys. We did it. I have to go to a dinner party. Debra has to go back to her family. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever.